none of my content, none of my content will come up. Hey, my beautiful people. Did the siren stop? I don't hear the sirens anymore. We are or were in the middle of a tornado warning. Not quite sure what's happening. We're cutting on the TV. Sorry. Cutting on the TV to watch the news. My dad got YouTube TV all the way at the bottom. Okay, we look pretty decent. Like, it just looks like we're gonna get a lot of rain. It's more for the people on the other side of us. It's a show. I don't know what that means. Are we in a tornado? Tornado warning has been issued. I mean, it has to be for us because it popped up on my phone. No, we're not even in that. It's for Arkansas. But I guess. Hold on, I'm gonna be patient, be quiet, and read. Okay, we do have a tornado warning, but it ends at 6:30. But I don't hear the sirens anymore. It has become pretty quiet over here. I don't hear it raining. But it is looking like it is. Yeah. He is saying that we're not even getting rain right now, which is true. But I'm thinking we have the warning because of where the path of the tornado is now. That if it keeps in that pattern, it might come towards where we are. But I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch because there's no sirens going on right now. I'm going to go see what my dad cooked because I'm hungry. So, the tornado warning is over. We have a thunderstorm warning going on right now. I know y'all can't hear, but like it is raining pretty hard outside right now. I don't hear no thundering, but like the rain and the wind heavy. I'm gonna take my glasses off just because. Yeah, I'm about to watch Jess's vlog. They just got a cat. She posted a few days ago, but I've been watching Love Is Blind and The Real Housewives of Orange County. Like, y'all know, I think I've said it a bunch of times, but I'm like restarting because I don't remember. Like, I remember watching it as a kid because that's how I got into the Real Housewives franchise. But I definitely haven't watched it since, like, I haven't watched any of the other franchises since Atlanta came out. Like, when Atlanta came out, that was my jam. And then all I watch now is Atlanta and Potomac. And sometimes I'll hop in on New York and Dubai. But I'm trying to catch up on all of them just because there's so much of it. And it'll at least give me something to watch. Because I feel like a Real Housewives show come on at least 4 times a week. What else? Y'all, it's so loud. I know y'all can't hear it. But it's so loud. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go put y'all by the window so y'all can hear. Hold on. Let's walk. Let's go. Hopefully y'all can hear that. But after that, I am thinking about getting up, working on my website, and working on tomorrow's vlog. Or working on the vlog that I'm trying to get up tomorrow. I might work on the vlog first. because it's still about 2 hours and 40 some minutes worth of content that I have to go through. That's gonna take me, well, they're both gonna take a longer time, but I have a little bit more time to work on the website where I don't have as much time to work on the vlog. So yeah, there's that. I'm not really loving my hair, but I've curled it 2 different ways. I didn't like it the first way. I recurled it, didn't like it the second way. And like, I'm like, should I do straight? I'm just not feeling it. It's not giving what I envisioned in my head. I'm definitely gonna sit here and watch Jess's vlog first before I start anything, just because I really love when she posts vlog. Like, I really enjoy her content. So yeah, finna do that, eat snacks and play games while I watch Jess's vlog. So bye. Good morning, my beautiful people. How are y'all? Can y'all tell what side of the bed I sleep on? Yeah, I know. I literally sleep on the same side of the bed. Even though I be telling myself to sleep on the other side of the bed so my mattress doesn't look like that. Granted, it's been time to get a new mattress. Y'all already know this. But yeah, we're finna slightly clean up my room. I got some stuff to do today. So I am trying to get myself together and keep myself motivated. Not that I don't feel like doing it. I'm just a little overwhelmed. And also tired. Because of course, when I finally was getting into a good rhythm of sleep, everybody and their mother started to text and call me. But by that point, I had accidentally turned off Do Not Disturb. And yeah, so it's not much to clean up, just mostly around my bed. These are clean. Oh, I think I'm gonna take this backpack. Oh, I get to take my bag. Okay, hold on. I'm so excited about this now that I'm thinking about it. My best friend bought me this bag. I've been wanting it for years. And she finally, well, somebody finally got it because it's been on my little wish list for years. So I'm gonna take that with me today. That's gonna be my little bag. I carry all my tech in. So I'm gonna make up my bed real quick and then we'll talk, y'all. I forgot y'all that I was vlogging. I'm in the store looking for oil, y'all. It's supposed to snow, so everybody and their mom in the store right now. I mean, everybody and their mom. Okay. They don't have the oil we normally get. Let me come on my dad. Yeah, it's starting to snow right now. I'm leaving my grandma's house. I don't think I've ever driven in the snow. So first time for everything, huh? Okay, bye. Y'all, it's starting to snow. It's so pretty. It's super pretty. You looking pretty. I can't wait to see how it's gonna look in the morning. Look. We've had snow twice this year. That never really happens. We get our one little snow and we go on about our business. Then we got two. Y'all, it is so cold out here. And there's, you got, okay, thank you. There's not as much snow on the ground as there was last time. I think we're gonna be back to regular life tomorrow, unfortunately. I just needed one more day. But it's okay. Our neighbors got some icicles on their house. Oh, we got a few icicles, but they on the edge. Woo. Yeah. Cause it's real cold. Let me see what the temperature is. Woo. Hey, my beautiful people. So I don't know if this is gonna be the start of a new vlog or not, because I'm still behind in editing. But I am currently working on my website. I have two to three more things to do before I wrap this up, send it to my friends and my family for feedback. Hopefully they ain't got no feedback, to be honest. Because I've been working on this for a while, but I've been working on the newer version of this for about a week now. And I'm supposed to be doing something else. It's 9 a.m. in the morning. I've been up since 5:40. Y'all know I'm not a morning person. I'm up though. I think my neighbors are moving and I'm kind of sad because they are very chill, very quiet. And I'm scared of who may come next. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all quickly what I'm working on so y'all can see. I am gonna do a new blog post today. Just basically showcasing what I read last year. Because, you know, this is the last vlog I posted, which was 2023. I didn't post anything all 2024. And I think about this every time that that I have to pay to renew my website, that I need to use this more. And I'm about to start. I already posted some of the videos from my YouTube channel over on this. I updated a lot of this. I really redid the whole homepage. I had changed out the video that I originally posted on there, so y'all gonna see that video again. So when I first, let me turn y'all around. When I first created my website, I did this whole photo shoot. Like, it's on my main, I'm gonna link it down in the description box. It's on my main YouTube channel, where I did like a day in the life, and I was working on my website before I posted it and made it live, and I took pictures and I hated the pictures, and then I was like, let me go see what I have on my computer that I really love, and I found it, and I made a little video where it like goes through those photos. Looks like a little cute graphic, and then I took it off because I kept getting like these notifications from some software that I have linked to my website that was like, it's not good on mobile. So I was like, I'm just gonna put like a picture up there, I guess, and just leave it like that so it's good on mobile. But then I just realized that a lot of stuff was off on mobile, but that was my fault because I didn't I kept seeing mobile, and I was like, oh, this just gonna show you preview, they're gonna fix it. And then I realized, no, I have to fix it. I'm going back and doing that stuff. Oh, I guess I need to, okay, anyway. So that's what I'm working on, and right now I'm really supposed to be going to clean the kitchen and washing my wig so that I can do a roller set on it. So I have set up my filming stuff. I have a whole list right here. Website is not on this list, okay? But I sat here at my desk this morning to try to stay up, and this is what I've been doing. I just messed something up. Okay, I will talk to y'all in a second. Toodaloo, bye. Let's talk about the way I don't want to go to this family function today. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna try to find my mic and put it on. Hopefully y'all can hear me. My grandmother decided she wanted to do a wine tasting. If y'all new here, y'all know I don't even drink. I thought, okay, cool, I'm gonna get out of this because I ain't gonna go. I'm just gonna be like, I ain't going. Not gonna reply. Why? My mama go, we inserts us, me and my sister, are going to be bringing X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I don't know why my mind is not being like, girl. Okay. Because this. So that is the part that's at the bottom. Okay. So my mom inserts us into this thing. Because I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't drink wine. I just want to stay at home. Like, if we're gonna be really honest, I don't want to go. I am not a family function girly anymore. I used to be real bad. Used to love a good family function, but not so much anymore. Plus, I just don't be wanting to go nowhere. I'm the kind of like, who all gonna be there and who gonna show up that wasn't invited kind of person. And then it started to really hit today because, like I said, I've been up since 5:40. Now I'm starting to get tired. Now I want to go to sleep. But I can't go to sleep because it is 11, almost 11:30. We gotta leave early because we gotta go run by the store to get a few extra things that we needed. For the appetizers we're bringing, because everybody's supposed to be bringing like their favorite bottle of their favorite wine and an appetizer or two or something like that. And I'm just like, I ain't feeling this way. I'm tired. Just really want to try to get my hair done today and do that on a schedule that's going to take me all day. If that makes sense, because I'm tired and I can start to feel my energy level go downhill. Lord. I was also supposed to go downstairs to see what I'm going to cook for dinner tonight, because this is women's only, so there's supposed to be no men there. But no, there's gonna be no men there. I claim that in the name of Jesus, no foolishness, because most time I feel like the men are semi a problem. Just sometimes. Yeah, but there's supposed to be no men there. It's supposed to be ladies at night, but we really just should have said brunch or I don't know, something. But it's not like at 1 o'clock, so I don't know why they would put ladies night. Anyway, I wasn't concerned because, like I said, I want y'all to go. Especially now. Now I really don't want to go. Now I'm really like, let me stay at home. I done worked on my website. Website looks great. It's done. And I want to like film some content, edit some content, go through and see what content I have that can be turned in, what footage I have that can be turned into content. Is there like, there was a thing I was gonna try. That's why I need to finish my hair. Try to finish it. I started working on Super Bowl Sunday and just never got to a place where I was able to finish. So I was gonna try to do that, and then I started working on my website, so that didn't happen. Which might be a good thing because I don't think, now that I'm like looking, was I gonna have enough time? Because by the time I looked up, it was like almost 10 o'clock again. I was just like, I may not have even had enough time to finish this. So am I gonna do this tomorrow? This is gonna be like my get up early in the morning task for tomorrow before I go to church. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm gonna have even less time. Beds am I made? Yes, I should be steaming my bedding, but I'm not today. And I'm really trying to debate, because I'm in like the work mind frame, but I'm trying to also be like, stay in the moment, enjoy your family. I'm like, I want to take my cute little bag my best friend bought me to put all my tech stuff in, like my iPad and my computer. I was gonna take my computer, but then I realized I gotta take too much stuff for my computer because my computer is almost 10 years old. The battery is holding on, thank God. I'm gonna Lord keep letting you hold on because I ain't got the money for it. Y'all know my screen broke, so there's that. And those are my, oh, and my computer, my keyboard is messed up. My little cousin did that. I just really need a new MacBook, but not right now. Lord, please put a hang on it till we get it done. I was gonna take my iPad, but then I was like, if I take my iPad, like, am I gonna take my iPad or am I gonna leave it? Take my iPad and my little cousins play on it, which is fine. That's what I'm trying to think. Like, do I take my iPad so my little cousins can play on it? Because my little cousin will have the Switch and her iPad, but my other little cousin doesn't really have a tablet, so she can use mine, and I'll just use my phone. Alright, so let me go get my stuff so I can go get in the shower and get ready. And I gotta wake up my little cousin who probably does not want to wake up right now, and I don't blame her. But that's because I'm tired too. What purse am I gonna wear? Okay, I'll be back. Don't be mad at me, y'all. Don't be mad at me. I forgot. I mean, y'all was with me, but I forgot. And I mean, like, I literally went out of here. Okay, so what made me forget was I thought I had all this time to get ready. My mama had a different plan than I had. So I'm like, I'm finna go get in the shower, do my makeup. I just put the stuff up off my bed because I took all this stuff out to like go get in the shower and lotion up real good and put all the smell good on. And she was like, I'm ready to go. I'm like, huh? She said, you ain't ready to go? I was like, give me 5 minutes. I literally had to go wash up, spray myself down, put some more deodorant on, and just be like, I hope this is good enough. My bed, y'all. So yeah, it was pretty decent. I'm on a little fast for a few days. But it only is from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I couldn't have any. Bye Siri. Bye. So I can only eat certain foods from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I was like, I guess I'm gonna be good. Like, because I didn't think about this. First of all, I realized it was on the first, but at first I wasn't planning on going. And then my mom was like, replied back into the group and was like, oh, we're gonna bring this. Okay. And then when I thought about it, it was sometime this week, and I was like, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna eat. I didn't think this through. And my mama was like, I'm gonna make bruschetta. And I was like, well, I can eat the bruschetta because I can take my wheat bread and I'm just gonna put, instead of putting cheese on there, I'm gonna eat my wheat bread and I'm gonna put the tomatoes and the basil and the olive oil on top. And that's gonna be what I eat. And I was like, there should be like some other stuff there I guess I can eat. My mama then went and got hummus, but she then mixed all the bruschetta stuff together. So I was like, I did dig a few tomatoes out, but I also forgot my wheat bread. So I just ate a few tomatoes. I ate some hummus. I'm not a huge fan of hummus, but I ate it. Just like literally ate it off of the fork because once again, did not think there's no whole wheat chips. Nobody got whole wheat chips, which I didn't expect them to because my family does not really eat that. And there was no whole wheat, like little bread pieces. So I was like, I'm just gonna eat this hummus off the spoon, these few little tomatoes. And I ate like 2 plates of fruits. Luckily there was whole fruit juice, no added sugar. Praise God. Cause I was gonna be drinking some water. Actually, I had already had I brought my cup on purpose because I'm like, I'm probably gonna have to drink water. And I was so happy that the fruit juices had no added sugar. I'm a lucky girl. What else was I saying, y'all? But yeah, so that's what happened. I'm sorry. I'll show y'all my plate. I did make me a to-go plate because I was like, that rotel, it was the rotel for me. I was like, that rotel, and I think it's called ceviche. So I'm gonna make some ceviche. And I was like, I really want to try this. So I put that stuff on a to-go plate because I had already had a plan when I thought about it the other day. I was like, well, it's from 6 to 6 and this will be my dinner, and then I don't have to cook me anything for dinner. But then I was like, I have to cook everybody else something for dinner, so what are we gonna do? And then when I asked my mom that, I was like, what you want me to take out for dinner? She was like, we'll stop and get pizza. Praise God. So I'm gonna have me some pizza and some of the leftovers, which I will show y'all hopefully. If I don't, I'm sorry. Because that's like an hour from now. My little cousin said she was gonna come get my computer charger, but she didn't. So I'm like, do I play The Sims? Oh, I could play Toontown. Or am I going to play Dreamlight Valley on my iPad? Because if she comes to get the cord, I can just play Dreamlight Valley on my iPad. Because I want to be productive. I really do. But I'm tired. And I'm like, I could wash my wig and do the roller set. Then I could wash my hair, blow dry it, and braid it. And then I could sew it in the morning, possibly. But, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm hitting the wall. I'm tired. Let's see how long this work happens. So I'm surprised I'm still up. No, I wouldn't have been up. I'm not gonna lie. If it weren't for the fact that we left this house, I would be asleep right now. Point blank period. When I got done with my website at like 10-ish, 30-ish, I would have gotten back into bed and went to sleep. But I was like, dang, I gotta be right back up. I was like, I wasn't even gonna get a whole hour because y'all are so blessed. If y'all are the kind of people that can lay down and instantly like knock out within 5 minutes, thank God. Literally, y'all need to thank God. Me, on the other hand, I'm tossing and turning in the dark for the next hour and a half. In the dark. In the dark. So imagine when the lights are on, people are driving up and down the streets, people moving around in my house. I wish. And if y'all can tell me the science behind it that says, hey, this is how you get to go to sleep real quick, let me know. Okay, so this is what we had. This in the corner is buffalo chicken dip, some rotel, the kebabs my grandma made, and ceviche and pita. And then that little thing is chocolate cheesecake. So yeah, I'm gonna eat good. Hi. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We're on the way to the emergency room. This is the second time I've had to go with my great grandmother this week. I'm not complaining, but it is the weekend. Now, I normally go through in the week because y'all know right now I don't have a job. It is the weekend, and my sister's at home. My cousins are at home. I know for a fact neither one of them was gonna go to church today. Why not call them? I was gonna go to church, yeah. Literally, I was 45 minutes away from getting up to go to church. Wait on my little cousin. Let me get my keys. Do I need a jacket? I'm gonna pick up one just in case. I would hate to get in there and be freezing. Yes, I'm gonna take this one. It's oh, y'all. I'm gonna just sit y'all right here. Y'all good sitting right here? Cool, great. Oh, y'all. I just sorry. Hopefully y'all can hear me because I have my mic in my shirt. Hopefully it's not rubbing against my shirt too bad, and I'm not rubbing against stuff. Honey bunny, what's taking you so long? Literally said, baby, it's an emergency. This girl has been moving slower than that. She don't know what emergency is, okay? Obviously. This stuff I be telling her about. If it's an emergency, you gotta move quick. You move too slow for me for it to be an emergency. Uh No, I just pull. Okay, give me a second. I'll call you back. Okay, we're off. Literally no more than like 10 seconds after I said that we were walking out the door. Okay, so trying not to drop my iPad. I'm just cut y'all off. No need for y'all to see all this. Thanks. Okay, so we are here. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I do have my little mic on right here. They just took her back for an X-ray. I'm guessing on her chest because she's complaining of shortness of breath. She was just in here the other day. So the other day, she was complaining about her stomach hurting and chest pains, but that came from her having like a small cough. So anytime she had to like clear her throat or cough, yeah, my hands are ashy. I got some lotion. I'm gonna put it on. That caused her chest to hurt. They gave her some medicine, and my grandma thinks it's her medicine that is making her, have chest pains again. So here we are again. I didn't have to stay that long. Last week, I think when I looked at my thing, it told me I was. She just pulled up, y'all. I think last week when they said I was here, I would think I was here for like an hour and a half. Yeah, it's a Christmas blanket. My grandma know my great grandma get real cold, so she didn't put on a bunch of clothes. It is colder today. No, like it's colder. If you are asking somebody who's like me who wears short sleeve shirts all year long, it is cold. It's like 42 degrees outside. And that's a little bit colder than what we not what we used to this time of year. This is normal for what we used to this time of year, but it had got hot. Like it was summertime hot for the last few days. Like I had on my like little sundress yesterday, okay. Um and today is cold, and luckily I did have the mind to pick this little sweater up. I didn't think I was going to put it on, but as soon as I walked out the door, I was like, "Ooh, it's cold out here. Let me put this on." So yeah, my grandma has her in a few layers of clothes, her coat, and has a blanket over her because she gets cold easily. Why she just did ask somebody to push her, I don't know. She just put her feet down to push her. She in a wheelchair. He said she didn't have to roll, but then when she had grown that and go back home, get her and take her to Walmart. Bicycle. Oh, okay. That's what my uncle had to do, which is fine. I understand. I'm not as like why y'all didn't call somebody else, even though I'm still on the hey if yeah if goes out to the take out to that school that park over there. Mm-hmm. If my sister and my cousin see this, not that I ain't got no big problem with it now that I'm here. Where did Maurice go? He went with Uncle Sway. He went with Uncle Sway. He went with Uncle Sway, yeah. Oh, I bet it was I didn't know these nowadays talking all that time. That is also why I'm here, because my grandma was like, I'm sending your other uncle with her. I'm sending your other uncle with her, but he's not staying. And I was like, he can't stay nowhere. Can't nobody understand what he's saying. Because he mumbles. He has a speech problem, and like he mumble, but he think you can understand what he's saying. Like you can understand words, and you just kind of got to put it together. It's like talking to a baby who just learned how to talk. Y'all look at them things and go see something on that. My great grandma don't know I'm recording. She think I'm just watching something because she can't hear me. She got her hearing aid in, and we still got the screen. I'm gonna call y'all back though. Bye. Note to self, because I know you're gonna edit this and see this. Go buy some candy and some chewing gum, because your great grandmother will ask you every time she sees you if you have any chewing gum on you. Okay. Good morning, happy Monday. A lot has happened this morning, and I know y'all like to see where they've been didn't be told, but you're gonna understand when I start telling you why you're not seeing and you being told. So y'all know, I think I said it, that I was on I am, it's today's the last day, on a 3-day fast. And we get up and we pray early in the morning. Now, every time we do this fast, I wake up and I get up early. Y'all know I'm not a morning person, so that good for me, right? And I hear my alarm go off, and I said, I'm gonna hit snooze and I'm gonna wake up in 5 minutes and I'm gonna
do it. Why? I fell back to sleep so hard that I didn't get up until after the prayer card was, literally, probably as they were hanging up. And I was like, oh my God. So I go listen to the replay. And on the replay, it was going in and out. So I only heard parts and pieces. And then after that, I was like, I felt a little defeated. So then I was like, I'm going to pray for myself today. So yeah, that happened. So I was like, already, like, what is this? Because I always wake up early when we have to pray. Like, because I'm telling y'all, when I have nothing to do, I have a hard time getting up. But y'all can ask all my family members if they all say the same thing. If Ashley has something to do, she is going to be up, tired and all. And that's basically what I've been doing for the last 3 days because I'm not a morning person. So having to get up at 5 to make sure that I am in a good mind space to pray is a challenge for me. But I took on that challenge because I was like, I'm not going to make excuses of why I'm not going to do this at a certain time because I just don't want to be up, like, kind of thing. So then after that, I'm trying to think, y'all. I went back to sleep because last night, that's where I should have started last night. Y'all know I was tired from the events of yesterday. We were in the emergency room for 5 hours. That was just in the waiting room for 5 hours before we got taken back to a room. So then my uncle came back and relieved me so that I could go finally eat. But y'all know I could not, because while we were there, I couldn't eat anything because of course, I didn't know it was going to take 5 hours. If I'd known it was going to take 5 hours, I could have walked across the street to the fast food places or to the store that was across the street and gotten all of us something to snack on to eat. And I didn't want to go to the cafeteria because I was like, what if I leave and they call her? Yeah, my little cousin was there, but we had quite a bit of stuff because, when you go to the emergency room, you're going to have a little wait. When you go back to the room, you're going to have a little wait because they got to run tests. So we had a few things to just try to keep us occupied. And so by the time I did that, I came home, I went to go get food. I stopped at the grocery store. I can't even, just thought, I was like, I got something from the grocery store, I can eat it. I can't eat it until after 6 o'clock tonight. I came home and literally, I'm not playing, by the time I came home with the fast food, it had just turned 6 o'clock. So I was like, I can finally eat the junk food that I got. It wasn't like it wasn't junk food. Like, it was a meal. I got a burger, but I couldn't eat the burger until after 6 o'clock anyway. So yeah, that worked out perfectly. And then I was so tired that around 8 o'clock I was falling asleep on the couch trying to watch the Oscars. I was like, okay, well, I'm too tired. Like, I cannot stay up till 9:30, 9:40, almost 10 o'clock to see who wins the rest of these awards. I will watch this tomorrow. So I come to get in my bed and go to sleep because I'm thinking like by 9 o'clock I'm gonna be out. Of course not. Of course my body was like, nah, girl. Actually, now that we're in your bed, mine is about to race, and you're not gonna go to sleep. Actually, you're gonna still finish watching the Oscars. I didn't go to sleep until 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning. And like I said, I put my alarm on snooze and it never went off. And then I realized that my backup alarm, because my Apple alarm is my first alarm to go off. And then I have a backup one. But the problem is, I forgot to change the time on the backup one. I still had the time set for the weekend. For it to go off at the time I needed to go off. It was only set for the weekend. I did not set it for the weekday. So I cut off my Apple alarm thinking I pushed snooze and that I would be up in 5 minutes. And that's how I missed it. So then, like I said, I got up and prayed after I listened to the call, but I couldn't hear the call fully. And then, because it was like, it literally was going in and out every few seconds. So then after that, I went to sleep because I was still tired. I was like, I'll get up at 9 o'clock since that's when my alarm is set to go off, which gave me another 2 hours, which would have rounded me off to my, like, 8-ish, 7 something, hours of sleep. And now we're here, sort of. It's 11 something, and I woke up. I didn't even know what time it was. I didn't even realize that I really have been asleep that long. I don't also remember. I did not remember in the process, but I remember now that my alarm did go off at 9:30, and I cut it off. Like, my backup alarm went off at 9:30, the one that I have to do, like, little task to cut off so that I don't fall back to sleep. And I did what? Cut it off and went right back to sleep. Didn't even realize it until I got up. So back to my great-grandmother, because that's where we're at. My sister called me and my sister said, did you see your text message? No. I was asleep. I was like, as we're talking on the phone, as she says that, my heart drops, and I was like, I don't even want to read because I feel like every time it is something bad. And she's like, yeah, grandma asked because they want to put a pacemaker into our great grandmother's body, basically. She was like, grandma asked for opinions, how we feel about it, and I was like, so she was like, yeah, I just asked her what did granny want to do because it's her body, and I was like, that's true. And I was like, I get where my grandmother is coming from, because you don't want to be the one to make that decision, and it's not a good one, right? Whether it's to put it in, to not put it in, and then it ends up being a bad one, and I get that. So yeah, that's a lot. And a couple of my family members replied back. I think I'm gonna be like, y'all might want to pray, see what God says to do. And then when I got up, I was like, I gotta go pee so bad. I got up and I was like, it's really quiet in here. Because, see, I was like half on the edge, even though obviously I did not hear any of my alarms today. And I mean any. Like, I bought a alarm clock to sit across my room. First of all, I don't really know how to cut it off. I just know how to set it. And I bought it so that I could get out of bed and not fall back to sleep. It looks like I'm going to have to start setting that again. But also, like, when my phone starts to ring, I go, oh, what's wrong? Especially because I only have like a handful of family members when my phone is on sleep mode that can, like, as soon as they call me, the phone rings, or as soon as they text me, the phone rings. But then I got up, right? Because I was like, I gotta pee. And I was like, it is quiet in our house. And some days my dad works from home, my mom works from home. And I was like, I don't hear my mom on the call, I don't hear my dad on the call. I was like, I wonder if they went to the emergency room, to the hospital with my great grandmother, because my mom was like, if somebody needs to go up there, I'll go. And I was like, okay, I wasn't gonna tell her, but like, I was like, if they need me to go because you can't go, I will go. Like, I don't have a problem with it today. I was like mentally preparing myself. I was like, because I know I gotta get up at this certain time for prayer. So I'm going to get up, and if they need me to go, I'm going to go ahead and, hop in the shower, get dressed, and go. Not a problem. Just in case my mama can go. Because, I ain't doing nothing. What I'm doing? Applying for jobs every day. That's what I'm doing. So I was like, I can go. Not a problem. I was like, today I'm going to have to be strategic, though, because I'm going to have to give me something to eat that's in my fast. And then that's when I checked everybody's location. My dad is physically at work. I guess my mom's just like working. She didn't have a call. Cause I was like, it's real quiet. My mama not on the call. My dad's not on the call. They must not be here. So I had to check locations. But yeah, this is where we're at. Now I'm just laying here and I'm about to get up because I'm fully awake. But also, I can feel my body being like, go back to sleep. And I'm not tired. I'm not tired. I am awake. It might be the red lights. I might need to change the color. But yeah. Hopefully I didn't miss telling y'all anything. So we started yesterday. Y'all saw that part. And now we're here. I don't know when I'm going to put this out. Because I still got, I think, a vlog or two to edit. Hopefully everything will be resolved by the time y'all see this. In a good way. And I guess this is where we end up going to the emergency room because she had shortness of breath, and that's why I also thought it was crazy to be sitting in the waiting room for 5 hours with shortness of breath. Two, my grandmother just thought she was having an allergic reaction to some medicine, which I was like, that kind of makes sense because that's how I figured out that I was allergic to ibuprofen. And I have not always been allergic to ibuprofen. This has just been a thing in the past few years, and I finally found it out because because I thought it was my coffee at first, but I was like, it's not. Every time I drink coffee, I don't have this reaction. And for the most part, when I'm drinking coffee, I'm drinking the same coffee for a few times in a few days. But I was like, I don't know, because it feels like it happens every time I drink coffee. And I was like, maybe I'm allergic to caffeine, but then I would be allergic to it when I drank it, in sodas and energy drinks, and I don't have that reaction only when I drink coffee. And I realized that it wasn't the coffee, it was the fact that most time when I was also drinking the coffee, I was also, not every time, but a few times I would be taking ibuprofen and not really realizing that that was the connection and it wasn't the coffee. But it was the last time I took it, and I took it at my cousin's house, and I think I may have that in a vlog. I'm not sure. I feel like I do. I definitely have it on Instagram. I might pull it if I can find it. Where y'all know every once in a while I have this arm right here. It starts to hurt. And I can tell it's just from inflammation in my arm. It used to happen a lot often, but because I'm kind of in a better space with what I eat and drinking quite a bit of water, I don't think it happens as much anymore. Because it used to happen at least once a month. For a few days, and I would have to wrap it, and I would be switching out Tylenol and ibuprofen, because ibuprofen helps with the inflammation. But I'm allergic to it, and it would cause me to be wheezing, and having a hard time breathing and stuff. And that's when I found out, because the last time I did it, I took BC because I was at my cousin's house. And mind you, I was fine the whole time. I drank my coffee. I'm going on about my business like I always do. But I was like, oh, I'm in so much pain today. I have to take something. I was like, I'm going to take the BC because I've never taken BC, but I know it's ibuprofen and it will help with the inflammation. And I took it, and y'all, within minutes, I started to wheeze and cough. And I was like, no, it has to be the ibuprofen. And I was like, I'm not going to test it out because now that I'm thinking about it, this happens every time I've taken ibuprofen. I just happen to also be drinking coffee within a few hours of taking the ibuprofen. So I was like, yeah, we're done. We're going to have to be telling all girlies. I'm going to come and find out my great-grandmother is also allergic to ibuprofen. I mean, like, it's not going to kill me. It's not going to kill me. But, thank God. But yeah, it's like a asthma related like feeling, basically. So yeah, I know this clip long. I thank y'all for listening. I think that's it. My grandma thought it was medicine. I guess it wasn't the medicine. They did say she had fluid on her lungs, and her ankles were swollen. Now, also, this has been the second time we went. We went twice already in the week. She went earlier this week because she was complaining of stomach problems. Some of the stuff, mostly everything, but that she had, like the swollen ankles, everything but the shortness of breath, basically. So she also, like, my chest kind of hurts because I keep having to clear my throat, and that's making my throat hurt, and I'm a little hoarse, and yeah, all that. And they tested her for COVID, and they tested her for like all the flu and other stuff that was going on. And then they sent her home. I don't know if that's when they gave her the blood pressure medicine. But she took, according to my grandma, she took the blood pressure medicine for the past few days, and that's when she started complaining about the shortness of breath. So that's why my grandmother just thought maybe she's allergic to it because they took her off of it a few years ago. Because they had to take her off of quite a few medicines because she's allergic to them. So yeah, that's all. I gotta pray and reply back to some people. Because I just did. Like, when my sisters called me, I was like, oh, I didn't realize the amount of people who were calling and texting me. Well, not calling, but texting me while I was asleep. Because they not on my little list, so it didn't go through. I probably heard it one time when my sister replied back because she's on that list. I didn't even hear when my grandmother texted us, and my grandmother is also on that list. Yeah, I was just tired. I didn't hear nothing, okay? So yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do today. Because I had mental plans of what I was gonna do. But what is the reality of what I need to do? I'm gonna pray about it, and we'll go for it. All right, bye. What you get? So, and look at the little. Okay, of course I got suckered. What are you talking about? Of course I got suckered into coming to Five Below. Even though I just told this little girl I do not have no money. Was being so serious. Did she just tell me to keep up? Did you just tell me to keep up?
I said this is cheaper.
Oh, this is cheaper. I was gonna say, you lost your mind, Jack.
Hey, my beautiful people. So if this is the beginning of a vlog, welcome to the vlog. If this is an add-on to the end, thank you for staying. Because I don't know. I don't know what I filmed. I don't know anything. Because the last video, which I'm just about to finish wrapping up, is from January. I already edited and exported it, but then I was like, I need to add the preview to the beginning, so I gotta go back to do that. And I need to take little small clips to put on social media. So I'm about to do that. That'll be up in the next like 30 minutes. I'm sitting in the car. I have to go back to the emergency room with my great grandmother in like a couple of hours. My uncle is going, but I had a few errands that I had to run today. Hence why I'm sitting in the car. I'm waiting on some stuff right now. What was I saying, y'all? Okay, I just lost my train of thought. So I know that I also did not wrap that up. They did end up diagnosing her with congestive heart disease or congestive heart failure or something like that. She is 95. I don't know if this is common. Like I would assume, but maybe not. In 90-year-olds. But yeah. I'm not quite sure what's going on today. My grandmother was slightly telling me, but then somebody else called her and she was like, yeah, so when y'all get done, just go up there. Like I said, I have stuff to do before we go that direction. And I'm already tired, like exhausted. Yeah. And I'm also like trying to take this time while I'm sitting and waiting, like outside of editing. So, let me tell. I'm gonna come back to that, but let me tell y'all about my Instagram. So supposedly, I thought my Instagram almost got shut down yesterday. Oh, and I just posted my first UCG content, but I was like, "There's no way." There's no way. So I supposedly you can't be logged in to more than 5 places on Instagram at a time. Cool, understand. But they could have told me that, right? So supposedly you can't be logged into more than 5 places at a time, and I logged into 6 because I was logged in on my phone, my iPad, my computer, my website, because my website is pulling like my Instagram posts directly onto my website. And then I have my 2 UCG little apps that I use that gives me 6, right? And I was like, y'all could have just said that. Y'all like could have blocked it and been like, you can't log into this because you are logged into too many places. So when I logged in, my account was out. I tried to log back in. All my stuff. First of all, the warning came up, and then none of my content would come up. My timeline was frozen, and I was like, Lord, oh. I was like, I've actually been trying to be more consistent on Instagram, and I'm about to lose it. So yeah, that happened. But then I figured it out. I hope. But my account was restricted for 24 hours. But yeah, I think I have come up with a solution for this content thingy, right? I'm just like trying to pray through it and think through it. Because I did ask, and of course, nobody gave me a good, like, the answers were just scattered on the thing. I was trying to figure out when to post stuff so I could figure out when to film stuff, because about 2 years ago I ended up doing like a content day where I just filmed a bunch of hair content, because y'all know I got my main hair channel. I have this channel which is vlogs and going to be lifestyle, so vlogs and lifestyle videos, because I really love that content. I like making that content, but it doesn't really fit on my other channel. Then I have my gaming content, and I have my planner content. And I was just like, I need a day where I film this content, and I need some days where I edit this content, because I'm like, sometimes I'm trying to do all of this at one time and it's too much. So I was just like trying to figure out when people watch certain content the most so that I could be like, okay, if I'm going to post it on this day, it would be great to have a few days to edit it, and I filmed this certain content on this day. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I need to figure out, like, y'all are watching this now. When do y'all watch vlogs? My best friend says she watches on Thursdays. That's why I started posting on Thursdays. My cousin says she watches on Saturdays. And I was originally posting on Sunday because I am a Sunday vlogger. Like, I'm a through the week, but very much Sunday at the church. Like, come home after church and this is my vibes. I'm watching vlogs. So I would like to know, when do y'all watch vlogs and lifestyle content the most? Even if it's every day, what day out of the week do you mostly see yourself watching a lot of this content? So yeah, I'm gonna work on this while I'm waiting on this stuff to happen, to do what it's doing. And then I'll let y'all out. We'll go forward and we'll see what happens. Hopefully they got answers before I gotta go up there, because me and my homegirl ain't had that much sleep. I drank coffee this morning, but it's not kicking in right now. And I don't want to drink water because we're out in public and I hate using public bathrooms. I just want to go home and pee in my own bathroom. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, great. So I ended up having to be the one to take her to the emergency room, and I didn't get to go run my other errands. And we were there for about 5-ish hours again in the emergency room. And then my uncle, who was supposed to take her, came and stayed with her for the extra few hours, but she got to go home that night, which I was cool with. And yeah, this is where the vlog ended, because honestly, after I got home, I was so tired I didn't do anything.